Hey agents, let's talk about something real. There is a script epidemic in this industry, and yep, we have contributed to it. You've probably seen our own articles titled 10 Golden Expired Scripts to List More Properties. Sounds great on paper, right? But here's the problem. Those scripts might be killing your conversations because now we've got an industry full of robotic callers. Everyone sounds the same. You've heard it. Maybe you've even said it yourself. Hi homeowner, I noticed your home at address recently came off the market. That line, it's been used so many times, it should come with a warning label. Now compare that to what a top producing agent like Rachel says when she gets on the phone. Hey, I don't know if I got the right number. This is Rachel. I'm a real estate agent here in Panama City Beach, calling about the condo over here. Palazzo Unit 1720. See the difference? One sounds like a telemarketer. The other sounds like a human being. And that right there is the real problem with most expired listing scripts. They strip away everything that makes you, well, you. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to stop sounding like a robot, start having real conversations, and actually connect with sellers in a way that builds trust and gets results. Let's start with why traditional scripts fail. Every expired seller has heard the same pitch over and over again. By the time you say the third word, they already know where this call is going, and they hang up before you get to the close. Why? Because they've been hit with the same lines from dozens of agents. They're not just burned out, they're tuned out. And even worse, scripts make you sound nervous. You're trying to remember every word instead of actually listening to the person on the other end of the phone. Your timing's off, your tone is flat. You're more focused on the lines than the human being. Top producers don't operate that way. They may start with a script early in their career to build confidence, and that's fine. But the best agents outgrow their scripts. They move into something called semantic prospecting. Now, if that sounds fancy, it's not. It just means asking better questions and actually listening to the answers. Instead of delivering a pitch, you're starting a conversation. Instead of trying to convince, you're trying to understand. Instead of closing hard, you're connecting deeper. Let me go back to Rachel for a second. She doesn't call and say, I specialize in helping homeowners like you. She says, hey, I don't know if I got the right number. It's casual, it's real, it drops the wall. That's the goal. You want to sound like someone who's curious, not someone who's reading from a teleprompter. When sellers do start to engage, the best agents don't jump into sales mode. They ask one of the most powerful questions you can ever use on a call. What's got you thinking about selling? That one question changes everything. It shows that you care about their situation, not just the listing. It invites them to open up, and it tells you exactly what's driving their decisions. But here's where most agents mess up. They ask that first question and then they start talking again. They fill the silence because they're afraid of that awkward pause. Don't. Top producers know that the real gold is in the silence. You ask the question and then you wait. 3 seconds, maybe 5. And yeah, it's gonna feel weird at first, but that pause, that's the seller deciding how honest they want to be with you. Let them think, let them talk. That pause is where the trust starts. Because when they say, well, we're not sure about the market, you can go deeper. You can ask, what specifically about the market has you unsure? And now you're in a real conversation, not a pitch, not a script, a real human exchange. You're moving from surface level answers to the stuff that actually matters, what they're afraid of, what they want, what's holding them back. That's where the magic happens. And once you're having that kind of conversation, you follow it up with better questions. Questions that start with what, when, why, where, and how. What's your timeline? When did you start thinking about this? Why now? How would you know you found the right agent? Those questions are the building blocks of trust. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this is all great, but when do I go for the appointment? Here's the rule, close twice. If they don't bite, pivot. So you might say, based on what you've told me, I think it makes sense for us to meet. Would this afternoon or tomorrow work better? If they say no, you can handle the objection and try one more time. But if they're still not ready, stop pushing. Seriously. That third close attempt is where most agents blow it. Instead, pivot to relationship building. Try something like, totally understand. It sounds like you're still thinking it through. Is it okay if I send over my contact info so you have it for when the time is right? That one move changes everything. You go from being a pushy agent to being a helpful resource. You're giving them space to decide on their own timeline, and that respect, that stays with them. I've talked to agents who've had sellers call them back 3, even 5 years later because of how they made them feel on that first call. This is how you build a listing business that lasts. Not by sounding perfect, not by following a script word for word, but by being the agent who asks the best questions, listens patiently, and knows when to close and when to just build the relationship. So here's what I want you to try on your next call. Put the script down. Start with a real, honest question. Be okay with silence. Go deep on their answers. And if the appointment's not happening today, leave the door open for tomorrow. The approach is going to feel different. It's going to sound different. And best of all, it's going to work. Because sellers don't want a script. They want a human, so be one. Thanks for watching. And if you want the tools to support these kinds of conversations, REDX gives you the leads, the platform, and the training to make it happen. And of course, happy prospecting.